Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited about today's video because I'll be sharing something that completely changed my life. This is not just another story about learning English. This is about how I was able to learn English fluently using only one tool that almost all of us have right now in our hands or in our pockets: our phone. Yes, you heard that right. I didn't go to an expensive language school. I didn't buy stacks of textbooks. I didn't even attend English classes with a teacher in a traditional classroom. I used only my phone, and today I'm going to take you step by step through how I did it, what apps I used, what strategies worked for me, what mistakes I made, and how you can apply the same methods to your own English learning journey. If you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or thought that you needed a lot of money or resources to learn English, this video is for you. I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap on how to make your phone your #1 English teacher. So, let's get started. Section 1. The beginning of my journey. Let me take you back a few years. At that time, my English level was very basic. I could say hello, thank you, and maybe introduce myself, but when it came to real conversations, I froze. I felt nervous. I avoided speaking in English because I thought people would laugh at my mistakes. I realized that if I wanted to improve, I needed constant exposure to English. But here was the problem. I lived in a place where people around me didn't speak English daily. I didn't have foreign friends, and I couldn't afford English coaching centers. That's when I asked myself, what do I have right now? What can I use without spending money? The answer was simple: my phone. At first, I was skeptical. How could a phone help me learn a whole language? But slowly, I began experimenting. And little by little, I discovered that my phone could turn into a powerful learning machine. Section 2. Creating a digital English environment. The first thing I did was to change the environment on my phone. I changed the language settings of my phone to English. Suddenly, every button, every notification, and every app appeared in English. At first, it was confusing. Sometimes I didn't know what certain words meant, but that was exactly the point. I was forcing myself to see English every single day. When I opened my phone, I didn't just see messages in my native language. I saw settings, gallery, reminders, downloads. These simple words started to stick in my brain without me even trying to memorize them. Next, I changed the language settings on all my apps. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everything was now in English. That way, my brain got used to seeing English as a normal part of daily life. This was a small step, but it made a huge difference. Suddenly, English wasn't just a subject I studied for exams. It became part of my everyday life. Section 3. Using YouTube as a free classroom. The second thing I did was turn to YouTube. I discovered that YouTube is not just for entertainment. It's a massive library of free lessons. At first, I searched for videos on basic English conversations. I started watching short clips about greetings, introductions, and everyday phrases. But soon I realized that there were thousands of teachers from all around the world uploading free lessons daily. I started following English learning channels. I watched lessons about grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary. But I didn't just watch passively. I paused the video, repeated after the teacher, and sometimes even recorded myself speaking. One of the most effective techniques I used was shadowing. Whenever I watched a video, I tried to imitate the speaker's pronunciation and rhythm. I spoke along with them like an echo. It felt strange at first, but it really helped me sound more natural. But here's the most important thing. I didn't just watch English learning videos. I also watched things I genuinely enjoyed in English. For example, I loved cooking, so I watched cooking tutorials in English. I enjoyed travel, so I watched travel vlogs in English. Because the content was interesting, I didn't feel like I was studying. I was simply enjoying myself, And as a bonus, I was improving my English. Section 4. Leveraging mobile apps. Besides YouTube, I started exploring different apps that could help me learn English. One of the first apps I downloaded was Duolingo. Every day, I spent at least 15 minutes practicing vocabulary and simple sentences. It was like a game and it kept me motivated. Later, I discovered other apps like HelloTalk and Tandem, where I could chat with real people around the world. At first, I was nervous about talking to strangers, but over time, I realized that most people were friendly and also wanted to practice languages. I had conversations with people from the United States, the UK, and even countries where English was not the first language but was commonly spoken. These apps gave me something that textbooks couldn't: real conversations. And that experience built my confidence faster than anything else. Section 5. Listening practice with podcasts and audiobooks. Another powerful way I used my phone was listening. I downloaded podcasts in English. At the beginning, I couldn't understand much. The speakers talked too fast. I caught maybe 1 or 2 words in a sentence. But instead of giving up, I made it a habit. Every day, while walking, traveling, or doing chores, I played English podcasts in the background. I also discovered audiobooks. I picked books that I already knew in my native language. That way, even if I didn't understand every single word, I could follow the story. Over time, my ears became trained. Words that once sounded like noise began to make sense. I realized that listening daily, even if I didn't understand everything, was building my comprehension naturally, the same way babies learn their first language. Section 6. Writing with notes and journaling. While listening and speaking were important, I also practiced writing. And again, my phone helped me. I created a note on my phone called Daily English Journal. Every night before sleeping, I wrote a few sentences about my day in English. At first, my sentences were simple. Today, I went to the market. I bought apples. I was happy. But as I continued, my writing improved. I started using new words and more complex sentences. Sometimes I used Google Translate to check words I didn't know. Over time, I needed it less and less. This habit not only improved my writing but also made me think in English more naturally. Section 7. Social media as a language tool. You might think social media is just a distraction, but I turned it into a learning tool. On Instagram, I followed accounts that posted English quotes, tips, and short lessons. On Twitter, I followed people who tweeted in English. Instead of scrolling through random posts in my native language, my feed was filled with English. Even WhatsApp helped me. I started chatting with friends in English. At first, we mixed languages, but over time we challenged each other to write only in English. It was fun and motivating. Social media is something we use every day anyway, so why not use it to practice English too? Section 8. Overcoming challenges. Now, I want to be honest with you. Learning English only with my phone was not always easy. I faced many challenges. One big challenge was consistency. At first, I was excited, but after a few weeks, I felt lazy. Some days I didn't feel like practicing. But then I reminded myself, my goal was not perfection. My goal was progress. Even 10 minutes a day made a difference. Another challenge was distractions. Let's be real. Our phones are full of temptations. Games, notifications, endless videos. I had to discipline myself. I made a rule. At least 1 hour of productive English use before I could do anything else on my phone. The third challenge was self-doubt. Sometimes I felt like I wasn't improving. But looking back, I realized that every small step was building my skills. The key was patience and trust in the process. Section 9. Real-life results. So, What happened after months of learning English with only my phone? First, my listening improved dramatically. I could watch movies and YouTube videos in English without subtitles. That was something I never imagined I could do. Second, my speaking confidence grew. I wasn't perfect, but I could hold conversations with people from different countries. And the best part? I stopped being afraid of making mistakes. Third, my reading and writing skills improved. I started reading articles, joining online discussions, and even helping others learn English. Eventually, my English opened doors for me. New friendships, better job opportunities, and access to knowledge that I couldn't get before. And all of this happened because I used the phone that was already in my pocket. Section 10. How you can do the same. Now, let me share a simple plan you can follow if you want to learn English with your phone. Change your environment. Set your phone and apps to English. Learn with YouTube, watch English lessons, but also watch content you enjoy. Practice shadowing. Use apps wisely. Try Duolingo, HelloTalk, or any language app that works for you. Listen every day. Play podcasts or audiobooks, even if you don't understand everything. Write daily. Keep a journal on your phone and write a few sentences in English. Turn social media into a tool. Follow English content, join English-speaking groups, and chat with friends in English. Stay consistent. Even 15 to 30 minutes daily is better than doing nothing. Remember, your phone can be your best teacher if you use it with purpose. Conclusion. So, that's my story of how I learned English using only my phone. It wasn't always easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but it worked because I stayed consistent, I made learning enjoyable, and I used every resource my phone could give me. If you're someone who thinks learning English is too difficult or too expensive, I hope my story shows you that it's absolutely possible. You don't need a classroom. You don't need to spend a fortune. You just need dedication, creativity, and the phone you already have. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on learning English and improving your skills. I'll see you in the next one.